Right, girls, I'm really sorry you didn't get any presents today, but Santa got stuck down that chimney and, well, you know what happens when somebody goes without food and water for that long, don't you? I'd say don't get your hopes up for next year either. Here you go. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. Got a message. It's from Conspiracy Cat subscriber, Simon.
Hi Conspiracy Cats. Hope you have a great Christmas. As we say in Wales, Nadolig Llawen. See ya.
Oh, thank you, Simon, and a Merry Christmas to you too. It's got another message though from Ranty Flat Earth.
Now, I want Conspiracy Cats to do this video. I want him to apply the same logic as he did on this video where he says it's not flat with this observation. This is my challenge to him.
Looks like I've got work to do on Christmas Day as well. Let's get started.
Conspiracy Cats!
Oh, sorry about that. I was nearly late. Oh, too many Brussels sprouts for dinner. Man, they really mess with your toilet routine. Don't they, Daniel?
There can be no solid...
Tell me about it. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, I normally have a regular co-host called Del. He won't come on today. He's really upset with me. So instead, I've got flat earther Daniel Pratt to help me out. Now, Daniel, do you watch my show much?
Never, ever, 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 ever.
And why not?
You have zero original thought in your fucking brains.
I'm not sure I like him. Del, listen, I know I've upset you. I know you don't want to come on the show. If I say I'm sorry, will you please, please come back? I think I've really upset him. Anyway, let's have a look at Ranty's video, and then me and Godless Engineer are going to do a Christmas carol for you.
What's up, heathens? How y'all doing?
These are the adventures of
Ranty, the Flat Earther.
as he explores the strange world known to Fraggles as
The Globe. So for those of you who don't already know, and if you don't know, why don't you know, Ranty Flat Earth is a flat earther who has a P1000 camera, and every time he uses it, and every time he makes a video, he proves the globe. Let's see what he's been up to now.
Ranty's done quite a lot of work this morning.
Yes, he has, and as usual, he's completely wasted his time. Ranty, have you got any New Year's resolutions?
So I'm going to be a glober.
I bet you are. Anything else?
And I'm going to basically do the same as what Conspiracy Cats did.
Oh, Ranty, that's really nice of you to say. It's got me feeling quite festive.
Take it off.
Right, let me catch you up to the story so far. It'll take about 40 seconds. First off, I received this picture. So that's a picture of Mount St Helens and Mount Rainier, and I proved that that picture will be impossible on a flat Earth. I started by doing this. I laid out both mountains and the observer height in orthographic view, and I put all the numbers on. Then I drew this horizontal line from the observer height. Now the observer height was 327 metres, so I deducted 327 metres from the bottom of each of those two mountains. That allowed me to create this triangle here. And then simple trigonometry from there showed us that on a flat Earth, this photograph could not be possible because Mount Rainier at the back would be a lot higher than we actually observe. Now, if you've not been keeping up with the story, these two flat earthers, who I like to call the Laurel and Hardy of flat earthers, they agreed with my maths and they agreed that this photograph was not possible on a flat Earth. But then they started to regret it, and now they're out for some revenge. So let's see where Ranty's going with this.
This is what Conspiracy Cats did when he was trying to do the Mount Rainier and the St Helens observation. Quite correctly, what Conspiracy Cats has done is he's removed 327 metres off the height of Mount St Helens and Mount Rainier, and then worked a triangle out. So
at first glance, it does appear that Ranty Flat Earth has understood what I've done. Before we carry on, Daniel, if I'm not allowed to wear this, what should I do with it?
Put it on the roof of your car.
You're really weird. Don't like you. Right, let's see what Ranty Flat Earth wants to do next.
There we go. This is him showing Pikes Peak from 132 miles away.
So this is an observation of Pikes Peak, and Ranty Flat Earth is going to try and use the same method I've just used to prove that this photograph was impossible on a globe. But he gets it horrendously wrong. So let's watch him.
So what we're going to do, we're going to put this line of sight in here. So this is his eye line. So we're going to take off 1633 off 4302.
So what Ranty Flat Earth has done here is just what I did. He's deducted the distance below the observer. Now that's fine if you are presupposing a flat Earth. If you are doing this to see does the observation match with a flat Earth or not, then that is absolutely fine. What you can't do is start off by presupposing a flat Earth, deduct the height, and then switch to maybe putting the results in a curve calculator, which is meant for a globe model. I mean, only an idiot would do that.
Let's do the calculator on that, the Earth curve calculator. This image here. So as this mountain range goes around the curve of the Earth, 3,542 meters of it is hidden or dropped from his observer height over here. But the mountain is only 2,669 visible.
No, Ranty, the mountain is still over 4,000 meters. You've just, for some reason, decided you're going to shrink the mountain. So what Ranty Flat Earth has done here is take mountains that are this big, he's pretended they're only that big, he's taken an observer height that was this high and pretended it was this high, and then he's put all those numbers into a curve calculator and he's surprised that the results don't match his real world observations. And this is a conclusion he draws.
So this image, all this mountain range here should have gone beyond the curvature of the Earth.
So Ranty, before I actually put the correct numbers into the curve calculator, let me demonstrate to you just how stupid what you've done actually is. So I could apply Ranty's method to this situation here, where I have two planes in the sky, both extremely high up, and I want to see if the plane on the left can see the plane on the right if the two are 10 miles apart. Now common sense tells us absolutely we can. There's only 10-foot difference between them, they're both extremely high, and the difference between them is 10 miles. But what Ranty's method does is takes the plane on the left and puts it on the ground, it shrinks the plane on the right and lifts that only 10 feet off the ground, and then he puts those numbers into the curve calculator. And of course, when you do something as silly as that, the curve calculator is going to tell us that we can't see that plane on the right. So let's put this right. Ranty, we're going to use the curve calculator properly. Now what I want to know is, what was the distance between the observer and Pikes Peak?
The distance is 132 miles.
Thank you. And what was the observer height?
This is observer height here, which is at 1633 meters.
Thank you. And what was the height of Pikes Peak?
And the top of Pikes Peak is 4,302.
Thank you. So if you put those numbers into the curve calculator properly, this is what you get. So you can see there from those numbers that we only lose just over 700 feet of Pikes Peak, leaving us with a whole load of Pikes Peak left. Exactly what we see here.
There we go. This is him showing Pikes Peak from 132 miles away.
Ranty, thank you for proving the globe yet again. But spare a thought for Sleeping Warrior, because he watched your video and believed you and said this.
We're going to poke the bear here, and we want all the ballers that are watching secretly, that are lurking, to go and tell Conspiracy Cats to come and do the same arithmetic that he did on the Mount St Helens video, that he didn't prove the observer location and all that stuff. Come and do the same set of maths the same way he did it.
Wow. This is getting embarrassing now. I think if I was Sleeping Warrior, this might sum up my sentiments.
Well, there's another nice mess you've gotten me into.
So come back to Conspiracy Cats soon, where Ranty Flat Earth and Sleeping Warrior will be back with even more global proof.
Ahoy hoy, I'm Planarwalk.
Oh, Planarwalk, how are you doing? Hello, my friend. For those of you who don't know Planarwalk, an excellent flat earth channel, lots of debates, lots of debunking, lots of good ideas. He helped us raise a lot of charity money last night, and if we could get him over 1,000 subscribers by the end of the day, I'd be absolutely stoked for him. He's almost there. I've linked him in the description.
Hey, Conspiracy Cats. I heard that you needed a little bit of mood music for this Christmas, so I thought that I would come in and I'd give you a little bit of taste of the States.
Yes, me and Godless Engineer will be singing you Christmas carols after Shed Rage High.
If it's not gravity and it's down to buoyancy, why doesn't this shit get any easier the higher up this bloody hill I get? Merry Christmas.
Warning, warning, midlife crisis, shed rage about to commence. Warning, warning.
Okay, so I popped into Shed Rage High earlier on this week just to give some of the teachers a little bit of a quiz. Question 1. Del, can you explain how a teapot works?
If I lift one end up, the water's going to come up higher out of this end.
Oh, well done, Del. Good start. Question 2. Can any of you explain star trails on a flat Earth? Okay, never mind. Next question. If I got in a helicopter and I flew 100 miles north at 100 miles an hour, how long would that take me?
Helicopters don't fly.
Yes, they do.
Do you know any helicopters?
What? That doesn't even make sense. Look, Del, this is descending into a farce. Who can I get into the quiz who understands maths and science better than you guys?
Anybody?
You know what? I think you're right. I haven't got the patience for this today. Not at Christmas. Let's get the carol done and go home.
Oh, I don't know if you noticed, but I have a special shirt on for you today, Conspiracy Cats. I hope you like it.
Oh, it's lovely, man. Now, let's give the viewers the Christmas carol they deserve. You start.
Silent night, holy night.
All is calm and all is bright. Let's put some shredding as well.
Sorry, we're a little out of tune right now.
Yeah, I know it, bud. Let's go again. You start.
Dashing through the snow,
One horse open sleigh,
over the hills we go.
na 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 na.
Gravity is gay.
Time for your solo.
I once heard a man who said the moon was hollow. Then a guy said, no, it's filled with gas. I could only think of my ass filled with gas.
And I think we'll stop there and leave it to the experts. Ladies and gentlemen, please let me welcome to Paul Douglas, musician, a Conspiracy Cat subscriber, who's going to play us out with an absolutely fantastic rock Christmas medley. This man himself is also almost on 1,000 subscribers, and I would love it if, you know, we could push him over that before the end of Christmas Day. He thoroughly deserves this. Please enjoy this, and thank you all for what has been an absolutely amazing year so far. I will be back for my New Year's special.